All right, let's do an update. Wave A didn't confirm till today. So this is what I'm looking at. And for some reason, I thought this was an A and this was a B. But Wave A doesn't confirm until you break the 4 low, in which we did today. So I'm thinking that we go to the 50% level right here. We're at 61.18, which is a level for a level that you normally retrace to in the wave A. Let me see if I can change the color of these. Okay. So I'm looking for it to come down to this box area. And at the moment, I'm with the Fed policy and with it being the middle of Christmas or, the middle of December. And normally around the 18th is when we see the market really pick up. SPY actually made a high, so that is pretty bearish. And you got small caps outdoing big tech, which is a late cycle behavior. You also got healthcare running, so there are warning signs there, and that's why I've kind of told y'all that I'm swinging options and stuff like that. It's because the market is highly overvalued right now. And I've already talked about this with the group and in many videos about when you have a 40 cape, Schiller cape, that means your 10-year expected returns is slightly positive 1 to 2% or negative, so that means that you really don't get any kind of return after the farther you go out because of the high valuations on these stocks. Currently, I don't think the Fed or the Treasury are going to allow this market to break down. I think you're going to have deals with countries and money coming in, and there's a possibility the tariffs get canceled too. And there's risk with bonds rolling over, some of our debts rolling over too. So there is a lot of headwinds with very few tailwinds. I just think the Fed coming in and buying bonds is quite bullish for the stock market. And for right now, I'm staying with this analysis. I'm going to wait. And then when we get down here, I'm going to look at certain stocks and I'm going to try to swing calls in the year end. And this is the right structure right here, where I feel like it is. I don't think the market's topped yet. I could be wrong, but with seasonality and stuff, I'm leaning this way. Tell me what you think in the comments. If you don't care, subscribe, because I've got a bunch of people that don't subscribe or follow. It helps grow my channel and it helps me keep going with these videos. And one thing I wanted to look at, and like how similar this is to a pattern we seen back in 2020. So in 2020, we actually come down to this area right here, and we're kind of matching up with that. And I mean, you just see how much this market's went up. And if you look right here, this is kind of where I think we are. This is a 1-2, and you see how big of a move we had right here. And this is where I kind of think we are right now. And that's just with the Fed printing money, buying bonds, and the looser policy. So as long as the earnings of these big tech companies hold together and CapEx keeps expanding, I think there's a possibility we could have a